Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka NeuralNet Games, and today I am bringing you my meta Gruul Dragons deck, and it just wins so much, and it wins really fast. So if you're looking for a deck that's a little bit different, I mean, it's still running Town-razers, which everybody and their dog's running, but I'm not seeing a lot of Gruul out there. And so it's a little bit different, and there's some cool stuff in here that makes it really, really fun. Let's start with why I went Gruul. So first, Snakeskin Veil. Very often between the Orb of Dragonkind and the Fearsome Whelp, we're going to have cheap dragons. And just keeping something like Inferno of the Star Mounts around for one more turn can very often win you the game. Like, it's just that simple, you know? And so I think Snakeskin Veil is actually super key. I don't want to run any more than 2 because I feel 3 is just a little bit too much. Like, you need that one key turn where you stop them from killing your Inferno, and then the game's essentially over after that. Because our creatures are so strong and they're flying, if you just protect them for that one extra turn, you can very often just snag a win. Essentially, this deck only lost today when I had mana problems. You're going to see some losses, but you're going to see me win a lot too. And the other reason I like running Gruul Dragons is Old Gnawbone. Old Gnawbone is like one of my favorite cards. It's really fun. So we're running Reckless Stormseeker as well, right? So Reckless Stormseeker, it can give another creature haste. I think most people know what this is at this point in the meta. But what's really great is on turn 2, you go Fearsome Whelp. You start making your Old Gnawbone cheaper. On turn 3, you go Reckless Stormseeker. Very often, you're getting Old Gnawbone out with haste on turn 5. I shouldn't say very often, but it's not that hard to do between, the orbs and the whelps. And then you attack in, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens. Well, just with Old Gnawbone hitting, and if you give him haste, it's at least 8 damage. You make 8 treasures. You do a full cleave cost of Alchemist Gambit. You take another turn, and you win. That combined with a Snakeskin Veil here and there, you're just not going to lose. You're not going to lose very often. It's just not going to happen. Running 4 Dragon's Fire, of course. You're going to see me miracle a Dragon's Fire for 7. You gotta watch the game. It's pretty funny. I had just gone through a bit of a streak where things were tough for me, and then I just miracle a Dragon's Fire out of nowhere. You gotta watch the games. Okay, 2 Shatterskull Smashing just for a little bit of extra removal. Doesn't come up often, but hey. And then we have Kazuul's Fury, another card that synergizes really well with Alchemist Gambit because we can attack in, do damage, take an extra turn, even if we have to gamble with the 3 cost, take an extra turn, attack in, sacrifice that turn, and really just do a lot of damage in a very short period of time. That's also why I have 1 Choose Your Weapon in here. Double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Again, a nice combat trick to protect your dragons. Or you use it on your Alchemist Gambit turn when somebody's tapped out, and you just do a ton more damage with your, Old Gnawbone, your Inferno, your Goldspan, whatever it may be. And then for just a touch of consistency, I've got 1 Settle the Wilds in here because on turn 3, it gets you a Town-razer and the mana for it, or a Moonveil Regent. Or on turn 4, it gets you a Goldspan and the mana for it. And then it also, it's just so good between turn 3 and turn 6. So I don't think you can run more than 1 because you just can't afford to have 2 in your hand, like literally ever in this deck. This deck, it is ultra powerful. It's fast. It's relatively easy to play, but it has a real problem that if you don't kill somebody by turn 7 or 8, you can be in a lot of trouble at that point in time. So, we just got, some combat tricks, some ways to do some extra damage, a couple ways to take some extra turns just to make sure that we can just squeeze out that win before it gets too far because we don't really have any card draw or anything in here outside of Moonveil Regent, which, is somewhat helpful. And then, yeah, that's like pretty much it. I mean, this helps us with it's a little bit of draw and ramp, but it's not a lot, and you just can't afford to run more. Anyways, running 24 total lands, running Forsaken Crossroads in this deck because I think the scry is really good. This deck, it really just relies upon a few key pieces coming together. And I think being able to scry when you're on the draw or on, on the play, you can scry either time. You just get to choose when you're on the draw. I think scrying is actually super useful in this deck just to get that key card early on. 1 Lair of the Hydra, 1 Den of the Bugbear. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. I hope you like it. Try it out. You can cruise to Mythic with this deck, even if you're not a great pilot. So if you're looking for a deck where you want to, get to Mythic, this is definitely it. You can definitely cut the Turntimber Symbiosis as well. And you can cut the Shatterskull Smashings if you don't have the Mythic wildcards. They're not huge in the deck. Anyways, hope you like it. If you do, make sure and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so that you get notified right away, because if you don't have it on, even when you're a subscriber, YouTube might not notify you that I'm putting out these videos. And just want to remind you, putting out a video virtually every day at 4:30 Eastern time. So just, watch at that time. Okay, that's enough. Let's get to it. Yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep that. The question is, do we want to play this first? I think we do. They don't know what's coming. They don't know we have dragons because nobody plays Turntimber friggin' Serpentine Wood on the first turn when they have dragons. Now they're going to know, though. Oh, a goblin. Okay. I guess we're going to go Reckless Stormseeker here. Okay. Then we can go right into a Moonveil Regent. I could Dragon's Fire it, but I think I'm just going to cast... I guess I can cast Goldspan here, hey? Is that what I want? Yeah, it is. So we're going to go here. We're going to take 3 damage. Then we're going to have 5 total mana. I guess we just go here. It doesn't really matter, right? We're going to get it right now, just in case they have something next turn. I could always wait, but I guess they don't have much protection in red, so I could technically wait. And they've decided they're done. And that's how the deck works. Okay. Pretty good. And we're on the play. Oh, they're in big trouble here. Big trouble. They have no way of killing it, so we are definitely getting it. I guess we play the orb here, right? Do I need the mana? Not really, right? Probably want the dragon. But we're not going to cast it yet anyway, so it's all good. And we can just, take an extra turn and just kill them at some point. I mean, it's fairly ridiculous. Okay, so we just Goldspan here? Or do we Town-razer? Probably Goldspan, right? I am going to play the land. Keep getting these lands in our opening hands. They're not very good. They're not very good at that point, you know? So now we'll attack with the Goldspan again. And then we can play a Town-razer. And then we can Alchemist Gambit if they're tapped out and just essentially win the game, right? And they got something here. Do they have another Infernal? I would really like to get the attack in here. They don't have it. Okay. Then we get to play a Town-razer. It's just so mean. It's just so mean. Like, they can't even, yeah, they can't wipe the board. They can't do anything. They spend all their mana to do that. We can't quite get them. I guess I'll just Dragon's Fire here. Sacrifice the orb. Let's sacrifice the orb first. Just a Fearsome Whelp. Okay. That's a pretty crappy pull, but okay. Okay, let's play the Whelp. Pass the turn. They pretty much have to sack it here. I mean, they can get some life back, but... They meat hook for 1? Yeah, they're going to be tapped out, right? It doesn't matter. I guess I can just kill it too. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I guess they get to 9. I probably just should have played it. It doesn't matter. I guess I'm just if I kill it first, then they don't get as much life. If I play here, I can't Alchemist Gambit, and I don't want a Moonveil Regent and have them wipe the board. Although I don't think they can, right? They can't. They can't. A little sloppy because I'm so far ahead, but hey, that's okay. They're done. Okay, that's a fairly decent hand. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's dragons versus dragons, and we're on the draw. That's bad. Yeah, let's play this in Scry. Make sure we get something good. We're going to go red. Yeah, let's scry it. They can't really get a dragon out that we can kill, right? Well, yeah, they can actually. Let's untap. I changed my mind. We can Dragon's Fire reveal. Oh, are they playing Rakdos Dragons? One damage to us, no problem. Okay, question is, what do we do now? I think it's just Reckless here. That should give us the advantage we need. Let's see what else they're playing with here. They get a Florian. Oh, strange. Okay, and we get another Dragon's Fire. What's the best play here, though? Is it to play the Whelp and destroy Florian? Probably, right? Then we just get Moonveil next time. Yeah, we don't need it. We can't do anything about it. Then our dragon gets cheaper, and we just, you know, we take an extra turn and we win the game here. They got too much land. They meat hook for 3. Okay. Okay, that was about the best card they could have had for themselves. So let's Moonveil Regent. We could play a Whelp too. I could play this for the land, which I'll probably do here. Yeah, it only kills something with 2, right? I don't really need to put the Whelp out right now. Having the meat hook was super good for them. They're probably going to sacrifice and go look for a dragon here. They get an Emberstorm Predator. It's not really going to save them, but... Okay, that's good for us. We can play the Whelp and have that up. Let's decline. One more good dragon would be nice. Wow, running a meat hook in their dragons and just it being pretty awesome. We are going to block here. I think it makes sense to block, right? Or do we wait? I'm not going to block. I'm going to try and fool them as well. Make them think we have another dragon. And also, if I can get another dragon in my hand, it's going to help me quite a bit. Okay, I can Reckless Stormseeker here. My phone's just dinging away in my pocket. I gotta be more professional. Come on, James. Let's decline. Just these two. They're going to be in a pretty bad spot here. Even if they have a Dragon's Fire. Are they going to sacrifice it? Really? I guess I Snakeskin Veil it. It's going to get +1/+1, right? Doesn't it get... Yeah. They get their own Whelp. Don't think it's going to be enough. We get another land, which is bad, except that we can scry, right? Yeah, let's scry and make sure we get the right card here. We get another Alchemist Gambit, which is not good. Effective scry. So, what do we do here? I think we split the damage out between the Whelp and the Reckless, right? They're going to sacrifice that. And then we're going to trade. No, we're not going to trade. So we attack, they block. And they sacrifice against our Whelp, right? And then what happens? Tough choice here. Yeah, they still have to sit back. I think we actually have to wait. And if they just can't attack right now. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. And we're just gonna wait. See what they have. Emberstorm Predator just means, yeah, it's gonna do damage, right? And we get to go tonight. They get another land. I'm sure they're not happy about that. This makes things a bit complicated too, right? Oh, we get a Goldspan. It's all attack. Maybe I should have put it on the Whelp. I don't think they're paying attention that it has trample. They should be blocking the Storm Charge Slasher. Okay. They're still dead, unless they do something here. They frostbite the Fearsome Whelp. Okay. Didn't even need the Gambit. Okay, this is not a good hand. Like, it's really not. We're gonna have to mulligan it. Both Alchemist Gambit in the opening hand. Give me a flipping break. We're gonna keep 6, and we're gonna ditch the forest. Because we have the Whelp, we're gonna be in real good shape here. Let's fool them here. They're not gonna expect a dragon now. Is it putting me against dragons again? And do they have some sort of perfect removal? Nope, they don't. Oh, that's bad for them. That's very bad for them. We're on the play though, right? Like that's the problem for them. We get another Whelp. I think Reckless Stormseeker is better here though. Because we get our Moonveil Regent next turn anyways. I think we had to attack with it. They're gonna trade with the Whelp. Okay. Okay. They get a Town-razer. And we get a Moonveil Regent. We're going to put the pressure on. We also have a choose your weapon here, right? So we can destroy something that has 5. 1 damage there. They get another Town-razer. Nice. Sacrifice 1. Yeah. We get our third Fearsome Whelp. Okay, so we destroy the dragon and we attack. We do 3 damage. What happens next? Do I need to have a whelp out? This hand has just gone terribly. Okay. Let's see what else they got. I don't think they would have sacrificed the whelp if they had a mitt of dragons. A third flippin' Town-razer. They drew that after too. Look at that. That is ridiculous. That is friggin' ridiculous. And now I have to decline. And I have to destroy that and put a Fearsome Whelp out, right? No, I have to decline one more. And I get a land. Nice. 3 whelps. The first hand has both my Alchemist Gambits, and this hand has 3 whelps. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead unless we get... What do we need? Yeah, they've gotten... Look at that. 3 Tyrants, 1 Fearsome Whelp. We have to block with 1. No. We have to block the next turn. What saves us? We have to decline. We have to take the action on that. We do get a Goldspan. We can't cast it, but we can cast it next turn. They got super lucky. I mean, they drew a nut hand, a perfectly balanced hand, whereas we drew a completely unbalanced hand. So, I mean, there's nothing you can really do in that case.
This little candle is gonna set your world on fire.
They get an orb too. Okay. So, I block 1. Yeah, I don't think I could get there, right? I have to block 2 or I die. What can save me? Can anything save me? I don't think so, but we'll play. I guess I could Goldspan. Yeah, they get another dragon. I get to Goldspan, and then I get 2 mana to Dragon's Fire. Yeah, we're dead. They just drew a Goldspan. That means we're dead. Just an unbalanced hand versus a very balanced hand. They had a perfect hand. Like, literally perfect. Okay. Oh, my God. Why can't I get any of my Town-razer Tyrants or anything in the first hand? I keep getting a Reckless Stormseeker every damn time. I've only got 3 of them. It's still a fine hand, but give me a break right now. We're getting this out of the way. It's going to be red. Old Gnawbone is good. Because we're going to get a whelp out here. No, we're not going to get a whelp unless we get another land. Yeah, it's Rockfall Vale. Forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Didn't have any other way to play it. They get an Angel of Unity. Okay. We're going to play our whelp here first. Been a super awkward hand, but that's okay. Yeah, just to play dragons, right? It's a little slow, but Old Gnawbone's going to give us a pretty serious advantage. Yeah, we'll just kill the Righteous Valkyrie here. I mean, it's got to be killed essentially right away. Okay, we get another Reckless Stormseeker. I could also choose your weapon on it, but I think Dragon's Fire makes more sense, right? They do know we have an Old Gnawbone if we do this, though. That's the only problem, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? Dragon spell. Does this count as a dragon spell? I don't ever remember having actually... I don't actually remember using this to cast a Dragon's Fire or not. I don't really want to risk it either. Old Gnawbone down to 5. I can go Reckless into Old Gnawbone. Maybe. Depends on if I get a land or not though, right? Lunarch Veteran is so much better than them playing a flippin' Inquisitor Captain here. So much better. Okay. Super weak draws here. You can also choose your weapon. I can double the power and toughness of Old Gnawbone at some point. I get an Inferno of the Star Mounts now. I guess I have to play this to get to Old Gnawbone first. I should just attack here. I'm not going to block, right? Like, I'm not. We're getting pretty low, but we should be able to make a pretty huge comeback here, I'm thinking. Especially because, like, I can literally kill them in one shot if I get the right kind of draw here. Now they go Inquisitor Captain, which means they top decked it. Stuck on 3 mana here too is just so gross, you know? Okay, so what is the play here? Yeah, if I just get 1 or 2 more mana, I have a lot easier time here. Okay, so they have 1 blocker back. Awkward. Oh my god. Okay, so I have a 4-point Old Gnawbone, which I can cast here. I mean, that's got to be what I do, right? Do they have the... Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? What a joke. Like, look at this. This mitt I'm stuck with 12 cards in. Okay, do I want to block? I'm at 13 life. They're going to do 6, 7, 9 damage to me. I cannot currently cast an Inferno of the Star Mounts. I mean, I can, I guess, with the orb. I guess I have to block. I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, God. What a load of ridiculousness this has been. You know? Like, where's the mana? Where's the mana? 13 cards in with 3 mana. You can't win. You cannot win like that. It's impossible. Okay, so if I block their biggest threat, 4 of 6, right? 2, 3, 6, 9 damage. I cannot win. I can kill 1 thing. Yeah. I mean, you can't do anything when you get stuck on mana like that. You just can't. I mean, it's not possible. Especially with how awkward I couldn't get out my whelp until turn 3. I mean, it wasn't meant to be. Okay. Another complete garbage hand. I am getting screwed right now, like unbelievably. I can't get a Town-razer in my opening hand. I can't get a whelp with any dragons. It's all whelps and fucking reckless Stormseekers. Like, this is no better. It's slightly better. I'm going to have to ditch the Inferno here. At least with this hand. Oh my god. The friggin' variance some days is enough to make you crazy, you know? Like, where's my whelp and a goddamn dragon? Just one goddamn dragon, you know? A whelp and a dragon with enough mana to actually do something. They're playing Boros here. Oh, Mardu. Okay. And they do nothing. That's good for us, except I have no mana again. I mean, I guess 24 lands isn't enough, right? Oh my god. But I already mulliganed once. What else am I supposed to do? I don't need to reveal a dragon card. We'll just get it before the counter, right? It's not going to happen. That's why this hand was a little better than the other one. I mean, double dragons fires here. What do you do? I mean, what do you do? Like, I'm going to have to kill this one too. Hopefully that's two of their better creatures in their hand right now. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't keep two landers, I would literally mulligan 50% of the time. Like I would. Yeah. That's going to end the game for me pretty much unless I get a land here. Like no Whelp, no Orb, no land. I don't know if it'll be enough, but you get a frickin' Hoffrey Ghost Forge. I can't block yet. I need another turn. I need another mana here too. I'm on. Oh my god, I am actually on the play here too, right? I guess a Goldspan is good. What else do I want? I don't know. I don't even know. What else do I want? I don't think anything else is better. Wow. Just wow. Just friggin' wow, man. Two lands most of the game. I was stuck on 3 lands last game too. So I've drawn 6 lands in the last 2 games total. And I had to mulligan. And everybody just curving out against me. I'm going to show every game today and just like... This is what it's like sometimes, guys. Like, what are you supposed to do when you get stuck on 2 lands? I would have decimated this person if I had had 2 more lands. Like, it's just over. Look at their hand. Look at how perfect it is. 5 mana, curved out, and I'm stuck here with a mitt. Okay, I'm on the play again. Actually, a good hand. It's a kind of a miracle. We're going to go Forsaken Crossroads red into Lair of the Hydra. We'll give him a yes. 1 more land is good. I want 4 land. Okay, turn 3 Town-razer. Am I actually going to get some reasonable curve outs now? I mean, we're 3-3. This is probably a 60% deck, right? I have no more. Okay, they decided not to attack, and now I'm just getting all land. Now I get 5 land out of 9 cards? And 2 Orbs of Dragonkind, but no dragons. Oh, Serenity now. Serenity now. And this Voice of the Blessed is going to get out of reach in about 5 seconds here if I don't do anything about it. Okay, so we play 2 Orbs of Dragonkind here. And we get an Old Gnawbone out. I think we got to outrun him here, don't we? Yeah. I mean, we're definitely not keeping it back. Old Gnawbone gets to 6, so we got it next turn. But that Voice of the Blessed is going to become a big deal right about now. 1 more counter. Yeah, there you go. There's 6 counters. Enters the battlefield. It gets to a 6/6. Now all they have to do is kind of just wait. Right? And they just kill me. Do I care? We're going to need the Whelp later. Oh my god, what timing. I take everything back that I said before. Wow. That is insanely lucky. They're not going to believe this. Damn you, Old Gnawbone. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be cheap enough, so we're going to sack here. We get a Town-razer. That was the game-defining play right there. Wow. Okay. I'll probably go Old Gnawbone first here. They don't attack with anybody? Okay. I guess I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I technically have, what, 6 mana, right? So I can't Old Gnawbone and Reckless. I can Town-razer and Reckless, though. Yeah. That's the way to go. Let's keep making Old Gnawbone cheaper, and then we'll attack with Old Gnawbone next turn. Wow. That changed the game completely. We're dead without that Dragon's Fire at 7. I guess I'll claw back some of that luck. They get a Doomscar. Nice. We still get an Old Gnawbone here. And that leaves me with 2 mana. Okay. Another Orb of Dragonkind. I can't believe they had a Doomscar there, too. I wonder if they have another one in their hand. No, they don't. They definitely do not. They get a Righteous Valkyrie. We get another land. What's the play here? Is the play here to go Orb? And try and get another dragon? Right? I think so. We get a Whelp. We get an Inferno. Okay. We still have a Hydra if they wipe the board, but they can't. They have nothing foretold. So we get 6 mana there, but we can't do anything with it. Totally fine. They Cleric class. Oh, okay. All right. Back above 500. Okay, that's a very good hand. And I'm on the play again, I guess, here. We're going into this tapped right off the bat. Ba-boom. Okay, Fearsome Whelp. And they are upset right now. No blocks. No, they have nothing to deal with it either. Do I play another Whelp here, or do I play a Town-razer? I guess it's Town-razer, right? For the Faceless Haven. We're going to attack first. Habits. Make sure Make sure habits are good. See if they nuke it. Nope. I mean, the game is pretty close to being over. They deadly dispute. Yeah, that's not going to help them. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but it does help them ramp and get somewhere, but I just don't think it's enough. I think they needed to kill the Town-razer or the Fearsome there. Yeah, everything gets cheaper. Yeah, it's no longer a manland. It's so mean. Like, we have a 4-mana Inferno with Star Mounts right now. If we get a land, we're going to attack with an Inferno here. I mean, it's just gross. I mean, it's going to be 11 damage next turn. They get a tapped land. Not very good for them. They're at 3 mana this turn. They're at 4 potential. 5 potential next turn. So unless they ramp, they're still a ways away from Blood on the Snow or a Meathook Massacre, which is what they're looking to get to, right? For sure. Okay, there's our 4th land. I don't think they're going to have... We're just going to outrun them here. We're just straight up going to outrun them. See if they got a kill spell or not. They did. Wow. Draw 2 cards, get a kill spell. Pretty lucky. Yeah, things are even cheaper now. They get a Lulth. Oh, wow. That is very good for them. That's about as good as it gets for them. That's just pretty much a miracle. Okay, so we can get this and go looking for a dragon, which is what we're going to need, right? They pulled an Infernal Grasp and 2 cards and got a Lulth. Just an absolute miracle. Okay, so we're not going to attack with both. We're going to play a Moonveil Regent. They're only at 4 mana now. They can't wipe the board. If they do, we'll go and kill their Lulth. So I think we have to go Moonveil Regent here. And probably, if I go Whelp and they wipe the board, they get what, up to 4? I think it's okay to play the Whelp here because we have 2 Orbs of Dragonkind, and what we're trying to do is just no. So if we attack right now, we get one of their blockers gone, right? I don't think are they going to double up? So if they double up, what happens? They go up to 3, and then they have to sacrifice their Lulth to get 2 more blockers. But then we're kind of in not great shape, so we're going to wait. And they're still taking damage from that. So pretty, yeah. Well, I think we're still going to get him here. We just got to be careful. They're now at 5 mana, so they can wipe the board for 3. And they're 1 away from a Blood on the Snow.
Good minions are loyal and deadly.
Wow. Just wow.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my enemies.
Okay, so they're at 5. What do we need here? Yeah, we can kill Lulth here now. And then go looking for a dragon. We could kill one of the spiders. I don't think that makes any sense, right? Let's sack this and go look for a dragon. Okay, we get a Whelp or a Moonveil Regent. Okay. Let's Dragon's Fire. We don't need any of that. We're going to decline. And then we're going to attack here and here. I'm like tempted to attack with these as well to get them even closer. Then they have to sack a land. And if they get another mana, they can wipe here anyways. So let's see if they can't trade for everything. And we can cast next turn anyways. And if they don't let it through, or if they do let this 4 damage through, it means they have to sacrifice the land next turn. Which means they'd be 1 away from board wiping, even if they did have a land in hand. I think you have to go aggressive here in case they wipe the board. Okay, they stay at 5. Okay, they don't have the board wipe. A third Lolth. A third Lolth and 16 cards. Oh my god, man. Okay, so now what do we do? Now I can't actually cast it because of the way it played things. Oh my god. So it's kind of insane. Okay, so we're going to go Orb here, right? No, we're going to go Moonveil Regent, I guess. Wow. So we go here and they block anyways. It doesn't matter. Just crazy. Just crazy. This forces them to get a wipe and a land on us, though. I will save the Goldspan as well. We'll go Orb of Dragonkind, even if we get a land. Well, it depends on what they play, actually. Depends on what they play. That kills them. They can't even Infernal Grasp now. Okay. Wow. Okay. It doesn't matter still, though. Yep. Wow. Close. They almost started coming back. We can keep it because we can make it work. I didn't even notice if I was on the player or not there. Oh, they had to mulligan too. And they're on the play with a mulligan? Okay, we should be able to make it happen here, I'm thinking. We're going to fool them here. Enters tapped because we have no turn 1 play anyways. And then we will pay the 3 life. This is bad though. Oh, they're so, you should wait. You've got to wait till the opponent's turn. They're going to kick themselves now. They're going to kick themselves. They could theoretically they're going to have to burn both their treasures to kill it now instead of getting a free kill and a treasure, essentially, right? We're going to play it anyways, though, and hope they don't have an instant speed kill spell. They don't. Big trouble for them. Even that right there is enough to change the game. Okay, we go Reckless. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this person is not, they don't really know what they're doing. They don't understand that the whelp is just going to bury them. Like, they don't understand. It's, and they're going Faceless Haven on me. Okay. I mean, I guess they are making some strides, but like, yeah. Are we worried about dying? Maybe. They're gonna die anyways. Let's see what they play here. They Faceless Haven again. Yeah, I'm gonna block here, I think, right? Well, nah. We don't need to block yet. They get another Cursebound Witch. They're down to 2 mana. Do they have an instant kill spell? Wow. This is really crazy, actually. I can do it a safer way. You know what? I can do it 2 ways. I can Goldspan. And then I can always Dragon's Fire as well. I don't want to make a mistake here, right? Yeah, let's do it this way. Well, that's 7, that's 11. I just wanted to make sure I didn't screw it up, right? They did have lethal on board, so. Yeah, okay. Are we on the play again here? Oh my good god. This should be just red. Okay, Fearsome Whelp's pretty good for the turn 2 pull. And now it's all turning around, right? Like, and they have 1 tapped land. Oh, they're going to be not happy when this happens. We're going to turn 3 Town-razer them on the play. It's essentially over. Like, it's crazy, but that's the truth. Like, it's just, yeah. It's just, it's kind of insane. I got double reds here, right? Yeah. Get rid of their red. Yeah, we're gonna attack. We're not blocking with the whelp. It's so rough because in the beginning, like, it just adds up to so much damage so fast, and they just concede.